Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Forex Gym. My name is George, and we are doing the weekly Forex analysis as we always do on the weekends. So this is for 25th to 29th of May, and in this video, I'm going to be analyzing British pounds against Swiss franc and Australian dollar against Japanese yen. Okay, guys, before I get into a currency analysis, I upload a lot of free content, but only thing I'll ask you is to smash that like. It really helps me and supports my channel. So that's the only thing I would ask from you to take that small action. So okay, without further ado, let's jump into and analyze this currency pair. So first of all, we got British pounds against Swiss franc. If you're new to this channel, I do a top-down approach, starting from the higher time frame and drill down to the shorter time frame. So putting everything into one big picture. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe. I produce a regular content on YouTube. So okay, so we're starting with the British pound against Swiss franc from the monthly time frame. So far, it does looking pretty good on the monthly time frame goes. We have the trend in here. Let me draw this trend as well. So we do have this nice trend going on. So we can see that the price as of the big trend is looking down. For the 2 months ago, the price made a fresh new low down to here. We can see this this spike in here, and the way it looks like now, the price is making its way towards downside. Maybe potentially to come down, maybe even take out this low. So we can't really tell that it's a bit too early, but so far it's looking that maybe the price will make its way down to most likely at least down to potential to come down to take this low. Maybe it will have a nice reaction and make its way even further down. So we're gonna discuss this a bit more detail, and you're gonna have a bit more clearer picture when we drill down to the weekly and daily time frame. So let's go to weekly time frame, see what we have in the weekly time frame. So we can see that the price after price went to that fresh low down there. We had this strong retracement, so strong reaction on the currency pair. So we had this nice reaction up, and now the price is making its way towards downside. So far it's making its way towards downside. We put for the last week a very nice weekly bearish candle, and looks like the price is making its way down to this way. So we do have this weekly low down here, but if we can pay attention, this one is a bearish candle and this is a bullish candle. So they're not really aligned together as of the body wise. So we do have the bearish body down here, but the bullish body is up to this level. So then we have this spike. So by that, it means that the price already came down and tested that level, almost just down to this body, and we had this reaction up. So this is this week's candle, but then the price has lost pretty much most of what it gained, and then we have left with this week. So that shows me that the sellers are more in charge, and there's a high chance that the price will go down. So let's see what we can what we're gonna have on a daily time frame in here. So on a daily time frame, we're just seeing the same thing just on the daily time frame. So the price came all the way up with this nice momentum, but then it's slowly started to curve. Now it's coming down. The only thing I would take a bit more precaution on this case, I do want to see before I take the trade that the price will come down at around 1700, so it's another 100 pips, because I do want to see the price coming down and taking out this low, and also closing below this this spike low down here. Then we're going to be looking for the potential retracement to take this short trade. So we're roughly looking at to take the trade roughly about 1750, but only after the price takes out this low and the spike low and closes below that that spike low. And for the potential target, we will be looking, we're going to take these of the weekly time frame. I would expect for the price to break this level easily and make its way down to potentially what would be down to this weekly body low, which is about 1500. Just because this currency is still developing, and depends on what's going to happen on the next week. I do see the potential for the short side on this one, but I do want to see the first for this currency to develop more and see what the price is going to do for the first half of the week. Certainly I will be discussing this one on my live forex analysis, so make sure you join and I do mention all the levels as well as the stop losses, targets, and the entry points, so this is all free. So far I can't really mention levels right now because it's still developing, but it's a good potential on the short side on this currency pair. Hey guys, so we're moving to the Australian dollar against Japanese yen, and the one thing I want to say that most of the currency pairs this week and last week are in a range bound. So most of the currency pairs are chopping around. The only exception would be the British pound pairs, which they started to move quite a bit. So there have been some opportunities on that one, and I did find this Aussie against the Japanese yen, which could be a potential for the swing trade as well. So for this and last week, the market has not been that great, to be honest, but it will change at some point and the market will present more opportunities than usual, but it's been quite choppy last 2 to 3 weeks. So let's start with a monthly time frame. Again, we can see the big trend is towards the downside, and we also have this nice trend line. This is a monthly trend line, and when we're gonna go to the weekly time frames, we're gonna see this one in play. So far this one already been tested a couple of times, and looks like the price is coming up for another test. It's still quite far away, and we don't know yet if the price will make its way up to that trend line, and if maybe it's gonna break it or not. So it's yet to see, because this trend line is a good couple of hundred pips away. So we can see 2 months ago the price made this spike low down here. However, it did fail to push further down to this level, and maybe after a couple of months maybe it will want to come down to this level. So that's early statement, but we need to see. So far we're going to concentrate on what is in front of us. So let's go to the weekly time frame and see what we have. So on a weekly time frame, the price is making its way steadily up. We can see the price came up to this resistance level, and it has a mild reaction. We've seen this a little weak in here, but so far the weekly candle looks fairly decent, looking still pretty strong. So there's a good chance that the price will move even higher. Maybe we got another about 7,200. We do have another resistance level. Maybe the price will make its way up to there, depending how long it's going to take. If it's going to get there next week, it's probably going to be at the same level as about the same level as trend line, or a week after, then it will be most likely pretty much the same level. So let's go to the daily time frame, see what we can find in there. So on the daily time frame, we do have this steady upwards trend on the daily time frame, even though we do have on monthly and weekly time frame the big trend is looking down. As of the daily time frame goes, the trend is up. So it makes its way up to maybe, so it did have the reaction on this one, which is same as the weekly resistance. So we do have this another one small, we have small resistance up to this level, so it's the same level as this one. So there's most likely going to be potential semi-swing trades, which as well I will be discussing on my live forex analysis. So if you want to join, it's runs Monday to Friday 8 AM UK time, so you're more than welcome to join. So now we want to see how we're going to go about trading this pair. So if you want to wait for, let's go to weekly again and see what we have on this weekly time frame. So I do want to see how this session is going to open for the next week, so that will be particularly interesting. And if we're not going to have too much of a big gaps, there's a good chance the price will gravitate towards 70 to 30. That's another one, so same level. Maybe the price will gravitate towards up to this high, but first we need to, I do want to see a bit more confirmation on that one, and we're gonna find that on the potentially for the daily time frame. Certainly I see this swing, semi-swing, but if the price will, if the price shows more strength, and certainly if it comes up to this level, these highs here, and closes something like this candle, this daily candle, this daily bullish candle, something similar to that one, then I will be definitely looking for the long side play for the potential to run it to maybe this trend line or somewhere about these significant highs. So that will be a potential for the long side play on the swing trades, but again, it's still on a developing side. So this one's gonna be, I will be mentioning this one on my live forex analysis as well, depending how it's gonna develop. If it's going to be developing, then I will be mentioning this on my live swings. If it's not, then probably not, unless someone asks on the from my subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. This was a weekly forex analysis. If you found this video helpful, please smash that like. It really means a lot to me. And also, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe. I upload regular content on YouTube. Also join our live forex analysis, which runs Monday to Friday 8 AM UK time, where we can interact with each other live. You can ask questions as well as request any other currency analysis. This live forex analysis lasts for 1.5 hours. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video.